Stepped up to the house party, kinda faded. J's on mask on, yeah, I'm kinda basic. You stood out, Halle Berry cut amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Kingsmen Radio.
Hey, yo. We back.
Yes, sir.
We back. Bike. We bike.
Yeah.
B-I-K-E.
Ice lights in the car.
What's going on, bro?
Exclusive. I'm chilling, man.
New week.
Ooh, a lot's been going on.
A lot is going on, man.
We're gonna talk
lot
about
is
it.
going on, bro.
We're going to talk about it. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody that's been listening, subscribing, viewing. We appreciate it. Follow us on Instagram, Kingsmen
_.
Music
_
Group 5.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron Deals.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Little Deals. That's
Yes, sir.
say that. Playing football at Lincoln University, man. One of their standout stars. Went to go see him play last week during homecoming, and man, the focus that this young man has.
He did his thing.
Yeah, he did his thing.
He changed the whole momentum of the game.
Yeah, like the game started off kind of weak. He played safety, right?
Yeah.
He played safety. Guy caught the ball, ran towards him. He picked him up. So bam!
Body slam.
I said,
WWF.
oh, man.
WWE.
After that, I think the final score was what, like 37-15?
We won.
Yeah.
More of the story, we won.
A win is a win.
It was a great day. The weather was good. It was actually warmer than expected.
Yeah.
But God
Those
is good,
bees,
man.
They gotta take care of those bees at the field.
Yeah, it was excessive amount of bees. But I think
But we need
because
the bees.
this weather is like, now I'm not complaining, but because the weather is kind of late with the cold, because we're about to have like a tri-state almost heat wave, you know what I'm saying? Like
For the next couple of days, but they said that we're gonna have a bad winter. They're calling it La Nina. It's gonna be a bad winter, man. Lots of snow.
Well, God is still in control, so
Always.
You know what I mean? In fact, we didn't get no snow last year.
Little to none.
None.
And I'm cool with that.
I am, but then again, what it does is it stops certain things from happening naturally, like
Such as?
my lawn looking
Oh,
nice and
green, yeah.
And it does for the actual planet, or for the air. It really does filter out the air, but that's a whole nother topic. We here, man, and I thank God for another week. If you do hear any nasal congestion, man, I've been battling this cold for a while now.
That's a lot because this man eats healthy. Elderberry, echinacea,
I'm on it.
blueberries.
I'm on it.
So
I'm
he
still on
ain't
it.
struggling that much.
No, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 43 years old, and I'm blessed to say that God has kept me from certain things.
Amen.
To,
Amen.
you know, some knowledge and some wisdom. But that's neither here nor there. We got some things to talk about, man.
Talk about the struggle.
We
Dre, may I?
listen.
You know who's struggling?
What's going on, brother?
Kamala Harris.
Oh, man.
Is it Kamala or Kamala? No disrespect. I don't know. She's struggling.
Kamala.
More
Is
recently.
it Kamala or Kamala?
I don't know.
Kamala.
Don't
It's
say
Kamala.
too much.
It's
because
Kamala.
It's not even funny. Like it's not. I
Kamala.
just don't remember. Vice President Harris. That's the best way. VP Harris.
VPH.
Yeah, we got to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Be respectful.
Politically correct.
So recently,
Literally.
on the campaign trail,
What's going on?
a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, former President Barack Obama was on the campaign trail. Was he in Detroit? No, he's in PA, of all places, West PA. And during a campaign rally, he took some of the men that were there, the black men specifically, took them aside to a room with posters, Black Vote Matters.
Do we have a recording of that?
I can pull it up. Don't play with me. But finish the story. I'm gonna see if I can find it. What happened?
So Mr. Barack Obama, former president that I voted for 2 times, decided he wanted to call out black men. It's unfortunate because the respect level that I had for him, not that I don't have respect for him, it's just that I'm not listening to your BS anymore. You know what I'm saying? The guy can speak. He's very charming.
He was. He's not anymore.
Charismatic.
Not to me anymore.
I think he still possesses that thing, but now he's using that towards us. And then I got some recordings that we're going to play earlier that from this I wouldn't call it rally, or what would you call it? A press conference, press meeting, whatever you want to
I'm
call
gonna
it.
airdrop this to you so you can play exactly what's going on if you don't mind.
Please.
Open your phone though. Yeah. We want to give y'all correct context.
Yes.
So we're gonna play it for you, and you got your phone. Let me see if I can send it. So, there it is. I'm sending it now. It's the link to the joint. Let me try it again.
Accept. Okay.
Y'all stick with us.
Here we go.
Speak some truths, if you don't mind, please. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from
This is Barack Obama.
campaigns and communities, is that...
Oh, I'm just pausing it. I'm sure a lot of people have heard it. We are a few weeks behind when this actually aired.
Yeah.
And was posted. But because it really changed the trajectory, I believe, of this
Campaign
campaign
and the presidential election.
It is really important that we play it and then we be able to explain why we think and feel the way we do. All right, here we go.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
The brothers.
meaning us.
So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
You're speaking to youth.
Get out of here.
And me.
Say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
Let me pause that. He said achieved. She didn't achieve anything other than a DEI hire.
Ooh, that's how you feel, Dre?
That's not what I feel. That's what actually happened.
You're saying that Vice President
She was
Kamala
not-
Harris is the vice president because of diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that President Biden chose her on a ticket because he knew it would galvanize the black vote to a certain degree.
I
And it
agree
worked.
with that too. I believe this and that. We can go back to it, but she didn't go through the rigmarole or the process that
Stop right there. Not to mention,
what?
she was not elected by the people
No,
to be the nominee of the Democratic Party.
no.
She was put in place. She was installed in place of.
Installed.
She was not given a chance to run against other people who thought they could run the country for the Democratic Party with their ideology. She was installed and put in place. That alone, I don't agree with, because we don't live in we actually live in a republic. You guys understand that, right? It's not
Yeah,
a
we do.
democracy.
It's not.
So continue,
Okay.
and I don't want to bore him with that, but it is what it is.
And is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the thing.
Concrete proposals? Does that mean policy, bro?
I didn't hear no policies from him.
No,
I don't
but
know what
he
you're talking
said that she put concrete proposals. I don't think I've heard any proposal.
Oh, I've heard some.
What? Oh,
She's
please.
going to. Yeah, I'm gonna give you, because we gotta. Okay.
Yeah, we got to do both sides. Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
So what she's going to do is she's going to put something in place to create 3 million more homes for Americans,
Okay.
for Americans, because there's a home crisis.
Actually, that's not true.
That's not true.
We
Yeah,
have,
we have
a
enough
lot of
homes.
homes.
But
Plenty of homes.
yeah, we got a lot of homes. We
Yeah,
got a
we
lot
do.
of illegal immigrants.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay. We'll
and
clear
she
that
wants
up.
to give everybody $25,000
Mhm.
to purchase a new home.
And we spoke about if that were to happen, if I own a house and somebody's trying to buy it and they got $25,000 extra dollars, what do you think I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna raise the price.
Oh, okay.
Simple. So that's not helping because the problem in America is it's not a home crisis. It's the price of the homes. We need to drive the price of the homes down, not increase them.
Down.
That's just basic economics.
So where's this
101.
$25,000 coming from?
Oh, you and I.
An economy that is already low already.
Oh yeah, and you know that rule now that Cash App and all these things, they don't let you do certain things. That was put in by Harris. They want all their money.
They want it.
They want all their money. Oh wait, the best one.
What?
Oh, an additional tax credit for children. You mean for women? Because men don't get that.
We don't get that. We don't get that.
Single mothers.
Yeah.
They put the men on child support, push the men out the home so that they can claim the child on the taxes. I'm gonna give you women another $6,000-7,000.
Now, this is all.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Listen.
That are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got health care, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out?
I don't think that was funny, and
we're wise enough to make decisions based off of what's important to us. And because I may have a difference of opinion of what's important to me versus what's important to you, doesn't mean you're a horrible person, doesn't mean I'm a horrible person, doesn't mean I hate you. I have a difference of opinion. And that's why we have choice. Even God gave us choice. He didn't say, you're going to love me. I'm going to make sure you do what I told you to do. He said, you have a choice.
Yeah. You can do what you want.
Choice. So choice. My choice is not, man, I'm so tired of talking about this because
it is. It's
unfortunately, when you disagree with what some people say, they'll give you all kinds of, they'll put all kinds of names on you.
Misogyny.
Misogynistic.
You
hate black people. You hate black women. Your mother was a black. My mother still is a black woman, and I love her to death.
Amen. And that would never change.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll be honest. I'll say it. From what I've been told, my mother is voting for Harris, and I'm not. And the good thing about it is, though, I will say that even though I am the lead of my household, people are free to choose to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Right? That's your mother.
That's my mother.
That's a good point.
What?
If that were your wife,
now that would be a problem.
Because
that would be a problem.
Let's talk about it.
Now, it's unfortunate that we don't have enough black fathers in the household.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I will start saying that, for the most part, black men need to stand up in certain areas. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Which led to black women having to make certain decisions by themselves. I think that decision has caused them to think that since I have to make these decisions, I will always have to make decisions, and this is how it's going to be. No, ma'am. Unfortunately, and in fact, we have a video later that we're going to play about a woman who found out that her son
might be voting for Trump.
And she made it clear that she is the head of the household.
The funny thing is, we're going to play that. We're going to talk about it.
So many things. But
we're out of time. We're not out of word because we want to bore you. What you want to do? We're about 15 minutes.
We did 15 already?
About 15.
My God,
And we didn't really
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
chance
we-
to
we
talk
didn't
about
get-
that
yeah.
because it's foolishness. Straight up, Barack Obama, you're not gonna call Michelle on me
Yeah, we-
to change my mind.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily have to agree or like Trump to agree with his policies that I believe are going to benefit myself and my family as a whole. Okay,
Thank you.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. There are some bad cops out there. I absolutely acknowledge that, but I don't intend on coming. I do what I'm supposed to do.
Do your research. Project 25 has nothing to do with Trump. Yes, there are people.
Yeah,
that,
I was about
that-
to say, you gotta
There
give-
are people that have worked with Trump, that have
Created that
created and are part of the Project 25. But
2025.
2025. But I don't. There, it's a clear distinction. In fact, Trump made a clear distinction that he has nothing to do with that. Now, of course, honestly, that rhetoric is not as prominent as it was because the truth has come out that he has nothing to do with that. In fact,
It's very-
we discussed it. In fact, you,
Oh God.
yeah, Zay, I must
Zay
say,
me, bro.
we were at another location, and you know, I didn't clearly say that I was going for Trump, but I definitely wasn't for Harris. And I think one of the things that was spewed from the Democratic Party was, how can you vote for someone who is so adamant about this Project 2025? And then when the truth came out, thank God my brother is a researcher, and he finds out the truth. He does research, and he's able to know and understand the truth.
I have some very strong concerns about Trump. I'm not going to deny it. I have some very
I
strong.
do too.
I'm not getting into that right now, but
But-
I have
but-
some very strong concerns about
but you
Trump.
know what?
But ultimately,
Yeah.
his policies, I
Align
believe,
with
are
mine.
better. It's funny that you say that Trump, when asked about Project 2025,
Yes.
has denounced and said, I have nothing to do with that. I'm not agreeing with. I have nothing to do with it. And answered the question directly. I saw a post recently where, what's her name? Vice President Harris
VP.
was asked, you know, you in the past, were a huge supporter of taking taxpayer money and allowing people in prison who believe mentally disorder that they are the opposite sex to have a sex change and it be paid for by taxpayer.
tax dollars.
You've promoted and you've promoted that you were an advocate of that. If elected president, would you continue that? She couldn't answer, no question. She couldn't say she couldn't answer nothing.
Even if she said, you know what, I will continue, I would respect
It was word salad. You know what?
I would
She
respect
can't. She's stuck in a box because if she says that she would support that, she's going to lose 80% of the U.S. If she says, you know what, I believe that everyone has rights, but I wouldn't take taxpayer money and allow that, she's going to lose a large percentage of her base, the alphabet community, who are very aggressive, very militant. So she can't say either or. That's why she's always doing this word salad, tossing salad, because she can't answer a question directly. Now, Trump don't always,
It could be a very emotional thing. Let me tell you, this
frustrating.
This election is going to be bigger than the Super Bowl. People are going to be
They're
glued
gonna
to
be
the
out.
TVs.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if we have a party with some wings.
Let's do it.
And and then when the verdict does come out,
Garlic palm. It's my favorite.
garlic palm, yes, and what's the other one?
Oh, that's this.
Sour like a garlic. It has garlic in it. I love garlic.
Yeah, garlic, yeah.
Like, anyway,
It's good for you.
Back to Obama. Let me explain something to you. I'm a grown man. I can make a decision for myself. I don't need you or Magic Johnson or any other of these black men that
Roland Martin, who's a clown. Steve
whatever.
Harvey, who's been a
I don't
clown.
need any of you or women.
Ricky Smiley, been a clown.
Been a clown. Listen, the names go
Jamal Harrison Bryant.
All of y'all.
Clown.
I mean, it's just it's unfortunate that this election is creating a division within people, within
Families.
families,
Some.
within I will say this. On a spiritual level, the enemy thinks that he's winning because he's creating division between families, genders, colors. Actually, I think I think black and white folks are coming together a little more than ever before, because at the end of the day, yes, colorism, racism is a thing. It
It's a
always has been, and I'll be honest, I don't think it will ever change. But one thing I have seen is that it has brought people together because deep down inside, people still believe in the human. How can I say it? The human experience as far as
Humanity.
humanity, right? And even though the media portrays that, we all agree with one thing, it's not true.
It's not.
It's not.
Most Americans are against some of the foolishness that Barack Obama began.
It began,
And Harris and Biden has continued. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, Obama. Unfortunately, your rhetoric, your speech
To black men, only
it's not
harmed
gonna-
Harris'
It's
campaign.
not going to work. In fact, it pushes me even further to go against Harris. I'm just going to put it out there.
You don't scold me.
And anybody who disagrees with that, I still love you.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
can disagree.
I
I can have my
disagree.
own reasons for wanting to do what I want to do. And that's
In
just
the
that
next
simple.
episode, we're going to play some people that think that because black men don't want to follow after black women in their decision making.
Before I just got to say this.
Wow,
My
this is
decision,
crazy.
my decision to not vote for Vice
VP,
President Harris
VP.
is not because she's a woman, personally. It's because I don't like her policies. As clear as day. That's my position. I don't like her policies.
And anytime I ask someone to educate me on her policies,
They talk
that
about
is
Trump.
they can never give me a
they talk about Trump.
definitive answer, and Trump becomes their
Topic of conversation.
reply. Their
She
topic,
did it herself
exactly.
in an interview, which we may play. I'm going to let y'all go. Listen, we're out of time,
we
but
are.
not out of word.
Yeah, man.
You got to follow us on Instagram.
Kingsmen.
Kingsmen_music_group.
You see it.
And
Listen, you could have been anywhere in the world,
in
but
the
you
world.
decided to spend your time listening to two brothers that really do care and love people.
Yeah.
Despite that we may not agree with everything,
Yeah.
the love is still there. So again, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your viewership. And we'll see you next week. Next time.
We'll see y'all later.
Dealing with
Amen.
difficult
Yeah.
lovers. Most of these niggas undercover. More like Ray and the brothers. Anyway. Got a text from Dre. Told me to get dressed and be on my way. Yeah. Pulled up to the scene with it. And I'm super clean with it. She was on a dance.